Hello everyone, this is the V-Man and welcome. In the past couple of weeks I wasn't able to upload videos on my planned schedule, sorry for that. I have a daily job and sometimes I have a long day at work and I come home late and very tired and I just don't have energy to do anything else but to rest. But I will try to meet the schedule in the future. Right, today on GT Sport we have really interesting race on Daily Race B. It's one make race N500 car, and interesting thing about this race is that we are allowed to adjust power ratio on this car. I was practicing with default settings. I had a few very good laps, but I was almost 2 seconds slower than a fastest lap time in that moment, and that was really strange to me. So I gave it a thought and tried with a different power ratio. You can check those online, there are a few examples of setup you can use. Try a few of them and decide which one suits you best. I did just that and immediately 1 or 2 laps later I was able to improve my time for a half a second. I chose the setup I like, continued to practice and eventually I was able to set a lap time just below 1 minute, and that was enough for a third starting place in this lobby. The race started. This track has a very short lap, so there is not much space for overtaking. The track is really narrow and I was frankly afraid of dive bombers or of opportunistic moves and so on, but nevertheless I'm here and I must do the best I can. First few corners and few laps, nothing special was happening. The guy in front of me made few mistakes, but none of them were big enough so I could go for a move, and we were just driving behind each other for some time. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I think that the main purpose of this car is drifting, so it really likes oversteering, and if I'm not wrong it is a bit faster with small amount of controlled oversteer going out of the corner. At least that is my impression. I was doing that while I was practicing. I was early on the throttle while exiting a couple of sharp corners, and I think that helped me to improve my lap time. As always, I am slow at the beginning. I need time to get to my operating temperature, so to say, and after 2 or 3 laps I started setting my pace, feeling the throttle pedal, and I was driving consistently. I started building gap from a car behind. We were using different lines, myself and the car behind, so in almost every corner he was coming really close, but then I was building a gap again while exiting the corner. Mr. Gutierrez in front of me was a bit off the pace, but he was managing that car pretty well. One thing on this track that is really important is to try not to make any big mistake, because as you can see, lap is really short, we are all close, so one mistake and the race is ruined. So there is a lot of trail braking and coasting, and patience is also crucial for this race. So trail braking, coasting into the corner and patiently waiting for that right spot or the moment to put your foot down, and of course to be prepared to react when the car starts to oversteer. That is the key here in my opinion. Somewhere around the first half of the 4th lap, 2 guys behind me had a contact, so I built a or 1 second 0.4 gap and I was breathing a bit easier. Couple of moments from Mr. Gutierrez in front of me, you saw he went wide, but as I said before, he was managing that car pretty well and I wasn't able to come close so I can maybe make a move on him. So we were just driving behind each other. As you see here, narrow track, short lap, not much space for overtaking. We are just waiting for some mistake or something unexpected to happen, but for now we are all good here, we are all driving well, so that's the thing on this track. One more corner until the end of this fourth lap. This corner can be done really fast or with a high speed, and we need to practice so we can do it in the best possible way. So a couple of corners in the fifth lap, Swiss guy I think made a mistake, and Mr. Gutierrez was right on him. I think in the next corner Swiss guy made a mistake. You will see it pretty soon, and there you can see he was ghosting out, and Mr. Gutierrez was right on him. They were side by side at one moment, but I must say both of them were very careful and sensible. That is a really nice thing to see here on GT Sport for a change. Nobody likes dive bombers and kamikaze drivers, to tell you the truth. These two guys were a bright example of a proper racing etiquette, so kudos to both of them. After a couple of more corners, Swiss guy is now obviously in the problem. He clearly lost some of his confidence, and now he was feeling the pressure from a Spanish guy. They started to battle. Swiss guy started to drive defensively, and at some point I joined the party too. The fourth guy behind me was coming close fast, so four of us were contenders for the first place if something unexpected happens. We are in the half of the sixth lap. Now we are all close, as you can see. First, second, third guy, or myself, and fourth guy is just half a second behind me. So we are going to the end of this sixth lap, about to go into the seventh and a final lap. To do that very fast last corner, and because this car likes to drift, you need to be very careful with the throttle pedal, and of course you need to short shift this car as much as you can. So seventh and the final lap, I made a mistake going into the first corner. The guy behind me is now right beside me. I was going on the outside, had a good exit, I was able to defend, but we still have a couple of corners left. I am looking in my rearview mirror. First two guys were once again side by side. Very tense moments. Gutierrez was trying on the outside, but there was no space for that move. I'm really close to going into the next corner. The fourth guy is right on my bumper. He's looking for a move. We are all very close. Once again, Gutierrez and Swiss guy are side by side. One more corner to go. They are going into the corner, and contact between them. Doors are opening for me. I tried to go on the inside, but no, Spanish guy closed the door just in time. I was blocking the guy behind me through the last corner, and that was it. Sheesh. At the end, we all finished on the same position we started from. A good result. For me, interesting race. Sadly without overtaking, but everyone were great, clean and sensible, and a nice race overall. I'm hoping for more races and racers like this in the future. It's really nice to drive in this kind of environment. Good race, good points, as I said, very interesting. And that was all for today. If you liked this video, click the like button. If you would like to watch or to listen some more, do subscribe, turn your notifications on. I will upload a video every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. That's the plan at least. So thanks for watching, see you next time. The V-Man is out.